It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Badger Ales. Now, I've not had a beer from Badger Ales for quite some time. This is their Fropical Ferret IPA. They've changed it. They put an F in front of tropical, or crossed out the T and put F. So the Fropical Ferret IPA, 4.6% ABV in a 500ml bottle. Looks pretty good. There's the bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. I am going to say at this stage of the review that Badger were kind enough to send me a case of this recently. I understand it's in some of the supermarkets as well. I understand it's in Morrison's. But this is a case that was sent to me by Badger. But as always, this is a 100% independent beer review, regardless if the brewer sent me a couple of bottles or a lorry load. And I'm sure everybody out there respects that, even the brewer, because the brewer will want like proper feedback. They wouldn't want any kind of rubbish coming their way because they sent out a package of beer. They want proper feedback. 1 to 2 finger, let's see, a white head on there. Good levels of slow moving carbonation. It's I'm going to say an amber coloured IPA. Clear. Let's get the aroma. It's very tropical. It's very, very tropical. Mango and passion fruit all the way. We'll read the back of the label to see if that's actual hops or they've decided to go down the, which a lot of brewers have these days, they've decided to go down the concentrate route. It smells like a little bit of both, if I'm honest. Touch of ice cream concentrate, which the brewers use, and a touch of hops. Spicy, peppery, biscuity. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Puts a smile on my face. Just takes me back. Just takes me way back. You know, when I first started this channel, I spent, it's almost like a vicious circle now, because I'm back drinking, because of all the new can releases into the supermarkets, I'm drinking a lot of these canned supermarket beers for £3 a can. But back in the day when I first started this channel 11 years ago, yes, I was buying supermarket beer because I was really I was getting into beer. I didn't really know anything about beer back then. I was kind of like just learning on the job. I'm still learning. But I used to spend a lot of my time buying supermarket beers. And of course, Badger. Yeah, Badger, believe it or not, fun fact. And we've reviewed well over 7,000 beers now on YouTube. Was the first beer that I ever reviewed on the channel. Badger Ales was the first. It was called England's Own. The first beer that I ever reviewed on the YouTube channel was a Badger beer. And it's still got that kind of base malt taste. That slightly earthy, slightly metallic, biscuity, bready, underlying flavour that runs from start to finish. and then it's layered with kind of hops and tropical flavours along the way. The difference with this beer compared to some of the £3 cans of beer in the supermarket is, I mean, if you want to be really critical, if you wanted to be like really kind of like looking at some of the beers that launched into Asda for £3 a can, and they were dreadful. You're paying 440 millilitres for a £3 can of beer. This, I don't know the direct price because it was sent to me, but I bet it's no more than £2 a bottle. I bet you it's something like $1.59 or 3 for a fiver or something like that. But not only is it well over £1 cheaper, you're getting a 500 millilitre bottle, not a 440 millilitre can. So you're getting an extra 60 millilitres of beer for your money. And if you were to pit this against some of the beers that launched into Asda recently, I would prefer to drink this. I honestly would. It's not going to blow any houses down in the craft beer world. It's not going to have the likes of Cloudwater and Verdant running for their lives, running scared, you know, Daya and breweries like that. But for the price point, for that £1, I bet it's about £1.60, something like that. These beers generally are, as of 2021, of course. It's okay. It really is okay. It's quite good value for money, actually. I'm really interested to see if it's a... It doesn't look like it's going to be a hazy IPA. I suppose there's a little... Yeah, there's a little bit of haze there. I got that last kind of little bit of beer in from the bottom of the bottle into the glass, and there's a little bit of haze going on. I think every beer has its place. Every beer has its place in the market, and I think Badger are comfortable with that. They're comfortable with that. They know where they are. They know what sells for them. It sits on the supermarket shelf. They probably sell quite a bit of this, or they will sell quite a bit of this beer. They've called, okay, so with big waves of passion fruit and mango flavours. So after years of hard work in the brewery, it was high time for a ferret getaway. Pardon me. So the gang went surfing USA, from the shores of the Pacific West to the sun-drenched beaches of California. Gathering hops along the way, with pockets full, the gang caught one last wave before heading back to Dorset. Ingredients contains malted barley and sulfates. I suppose they're the flavours that they kind of have to kind of talk about. Ingredients in the beer. A fruity IPA bursting with tropical passion fruit and mango flavours, combined with the American Amarillo and Centennial hops. Okay, so that's a really clever description on the back there. So it has Amarillo and Centennial in the beer, but it's also combined with passion fruit and mango flavours. Lots of breweries do it. Lots and lots of breweries do it. I suppose it's where we are in 2021. The price of hops is still very expensive. Until the price of hops comes down, you're probably going to get like these passion fruit and mango flavour additions in the beer for maybe the next few years before. I think what will happen is what I've heard on the grapevine is that a lot of the hop farmers out there, they've decided to become hop farmers in the first place. They've planted fields upon fields upon fields of hops. The hops take 5 years to develop to be able to get your money back on your investment. So you're waiting 5 years for all the hops to hit the market. I think once they hit the market, the price of hops will come down. Less of the need for these mango and passion fruit flavours. And then I think you'll go back to the 100% hop beers of old. But until we get there, we're going to have these flavours in the beer. It's okay. It's okay. Again, it won't rip any trees up. It won't get the likes of Cloudwater and Verdant running for their lives, running scared, but it's not supposed to. It sits in its own market. There's no off flavours. There's nothing wrong with the beer in terms of kind of diacetyl or anything like that. It's a steady going IPA. Rating. For the money, for the price, it's probably no more than £1.59 a bottle. If it is, it's only going to be 10 or 20 pence more. It's going to be under £2 a bottle. I kind of like it enough to give it a 7 out of 10. For that price point, for that value for money, for where it sits in the market, it's well worth a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.